Welcome back to Calm Before the Storm. I'm Kim.
I'm Steph.
And I'm Kimberly.
If you missed our last episode, you can catch it on our YouTube channel at Calm Before the Storm podcast. Ladies, how are we doing today? I
Good.
caught you mid-sentence.
This is all you.
I know she's like, I'm like, is she frozen?
Guzzle. She's
Oh.
thirsty today.
Yes, just a little.
We all got a little drink here going.
Cheers.
Doing good.
Cheers,
We're
ladies.
celebrating to another episode.
Happy
Yes.
Tuesday, people. Happy
Happy Tuesday.
Happy
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yes. How's it
So
going?
we're starting this highs and lows, right?
hmm
So my high for the week is I'm gonna go see Chris Brown. I got me some tickets.
Oh,
Oh,
This is my second time seeing him, but Summer Walker and Bryson Tiller is in it, so I'm excited.
and when is this?
okay.
August,
Ooh, where are you seeing him at?
MetLife.
In girl, that
Mm.
would
I
be
know my
nice.
cousin was trying to get tickets and she just could not get some good tickets. So
Mm.
she's
I
gonna
took
watch this and
whatever
be
I
very
can.
jealous.
I took what I can. It was pre-sale, so
Mm,
I was like, me and my friends were like, all right. I had to call them like, look, we gotta do, y'all gotta be ready. Y'all gotta send me the money
yep.
as soon as I'm as soon as I'm ready.
Yep. As soon as
Right.
I click
And
buy.
yes. So it was like you would see like some tickets and then it would disappear. And I'm like, what the heck?
Mm,
Isn't
So
it like anxiety filled?
yes, yes.
Like,
crazy.
So I was able to get it's real close. It's more like the side of the stage, like right
hmm
in
hmm
by the front of the stage, but you know, like
hmm
that first 100 section on the side. So it's
hmm
right over
Right.
there. And we got some good seats and it was decent. I feel like I was expecting to pay more because you see like Beyonce tickets. So you think like
Mm,
that's how much you're gonna spend.
right.
It was
Uh-huh.
okay. So
It
yeah, I'm
wasn't too
excited.
bad.
It was
Very
bad, but it
good.
All
wasn't too
right,
bad.
all right.
It
Me
was bad, but
too.
not too bad.
Yeah.
It's worth it. It's
Yeah,
worth
no,
it.
seriously,
Right.
Chris Brown in concert is amazing. So yes, I'm
Would
excited.
you do a what is
A
it that
meet
they
and
call
greet.
it? A meet and greet with Chris Brown.
I would definitely do a meet
I
and
would
greet
do
with Chris
it.
Brown.
Would you take the
100%.
crazy picture
I
with
would
him?
take the crazy
Yes.
picture. Oh
So
my
are you
God.
warning your partner before you go, like,
Yeah,
listen,
I'll
this is
let
about
you
to
know.
go,
Yes.
because you've
Yeah.
heard people
Yes.
break up for this,
No, I'll let you
Oh,
know.
which I
people
think
have
is
gone crazy.
ridiculous.
I know.
Obnoxious. But I'm gonna let him
Yes.
know, babe, this is a once in
I'm
a
like, don't
lifetime
get
event.
mad if you see this picture.
Don't get mad because
You
if he
know.
was going to see
Listen,
Rihanna, he could do it too. Okay, meet and greet with
yes.
that woman.
Mine will, Alicia Keys is his girl,
Right,
okay?
right. I remember the Super Bowl.
He's
I
very
remember.
verbal about it too.
Very.
Yes, I'm excited. So yeah. Steph, what's your high of the week?
My high of the week. I had a couple of straight days off. That is
Mm,
my high of the week. Nothing too crazy.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Nothing too crazy.
Okay.
And you, Kim?
I'm preparing for vacation. Oh,
Ooh,
preparing for
yes.
vacation. And so it's going to be a high for the next 3 weeks, I think.
Okay.
I feel like when you prep for vacation, though, it's a high and a low.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is.
Because you're like, the only thing that's keeping you going is the fact that you going on vacation.
Right.
Right.
But for some odd reason, at least for me, the weeks,
It gets
like these
stressful
3 weeks
a little
that are
bit.
about to happen, is the
Super
stressful time where
stressful.
you like, what is happening?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Working crazy.
Yes.
I end up at that airport looking crazy, okay?
Yeah.
Like I've been to
Same.
a war.
Same. But when you walk through them gates and you're in, it's like, we made it.
It's
We
almost
made it.
like a wind tunnel. You get to the
Yes.
airport, I'm like half asleep there. In my mind, I'm
Right.
going in, I'm gonna be drinking at the bar, doing all these
Mhm.
things at 5
Yep.
a.m. I'm asleep in a chair by the gate, waiting for them
Yep.
to call me. Sit on the plane, sleep before we even take off, and there's that wind tunnel. Then I wake up like, vacation
That's
stuff
when
is
it hits
here.
you. When you
Yes.
land, you're like,
Yep. When you
okay.
land and that woof of wind hits you wherever you land, it's like, all right, we're
Mhm.
here.
Yes,
Hmm.
yes. All
Excited.
right, that's a good high. Yes,
Yeah.
Um,
yes.
my low for the week, um, I'm starting spring cleaning and
Mm,
I hate spring
Ah,
cleaning and then like when we're transitioning to like winter, like fall, winter, it's like getting rid
mm,
of clothes and yeah.
so do
yeah.
you like switch your whole closet? Like you take out
Hmm.
winter, put this in. See, I don't do all that.
You just
I
keep
keep
Mm,
everything.
it because I feel like the bulk of our year is winter clothes or
Yeah.
like, you know,
mm,
sweaters or whatever. And I keep that. My summer clothes is like I'll take out some and put them in the like whatever's heavy on
Hmm.
rotation. It'll be
Yeah.
out in my
mm-hmm.
closet, but for the most part, then suitcase is packed ready to go on vacation.
You're sending
But
the
that's
universe
because
a
you
sign.
travel a lot, so you're good with
Yes,
it.
It's ready. You say let's go. All I gotta do is
I'm
pull. It's
in.
packed. It got shoes, clothes,
Yep.
bathing suits. All we need is undies. It depends on the trip.
Hmm.
I'm joking.
I would not
Maybe
be.
not.
Nope.
Yeah, so that's
Ah,
my low. It's like just starting the spring cleaning. And then, my parents need help with like getting the backyard ready. I'm just like, ugh.
Hmm.
mm,
And you
house
guys
life.
know I'm not like summer, I'm not really outside like that because I don't like the bugs. So I'm like, why am
Hmm.
I here? Because I don't come out here like that.
What am I
Why I
cleaning it
gotta,
up for?
when you come for the barbecue, that's why. That's what they said.
Yeah.
Right, right,
But
right.
I'm out and then I'll come right back in. I just don't
Yeah.
like bugs, so no.
Hmm.
Not for you. I love being outside. That is a good high for me. Like the fact that it is still daylight at
Yeah, that's true.
7:30 is
Mhm.
priceless to me.
Amazing.
Love it.
Yes,
It
Like if
yes.
just
there
does
was no
something for
bug,
me.
I would be outside all the time, but I just hate bugs.
Mm,
And then like mosquitoes, they tear me apart. So who the hell wants to just get
right.
bit all the time?
Yes,
Not a bug
I get
person.
it.
So
No, me either.
I just like to be outside though. I don't a
Yeah.
low for me. Um, hmm,
Mm,
what is a low? I don't think I have any lows right now. Just probably, gotta work a real job right now. Grateful that I have one, but
amen.
wait, your
Right.
daughter's after school activities started up again.
yeah.
The
Thank you
hustle and
for
bustle don't
reminding me.
stop.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, that was it.
That is
Yes.
the love. I'm proud of them. I'm happy for them. I'm very supportive of them. However, we usually get a nice break for those of you. They do cheer, and
Hmm.
for those of you who know about cheer, it gets intense, and they do a lot of practice, a lot of tournaments, and all these extra volunteering, fundraising things in between takes over their life. So we usually get like a winter, spring break, and they kind of pick back up in like July. Like they pick up for a week in May and then they take off again to like July. Not
Mm.
this year. This year they took 2 months off. Not even. Yeah, a
Wow.
month and a half, 6 weeks. And now they're back full
Okay.
time.
Wow.
So that is my kind of low because it's like now I gotta
Mm.
run on their schedule
I give it
as
to
per
them because
usual.
they're so devoted and they've
They
been
love
doing this
it.
for a minute now.
They are
Right.
super excited because this would be their last year in high school doing this cheer with this team that they've been on for 4 years. And they were very happy today to go to cheer and very happy when they got out. And I was like, yeah, yay, we're excited.
Right. Yes.
Crying inside, crying.
Hmm.
Shoot.
Kim, what
What's a
was
low
your
for
love?
you, darling?
Um, the bipolar weather and allergy season, because my
Yeah.
kids suffer horrendously from allergies. But this bipolar weather is not good.
It is not. I want it to stay
No.
warm, right? Like right where it's at right now.
Right. Yes. Today was
Mhm.
a great segue of what it should be moving forward, but this 53 and then now it's going to be 48.
I
No, I
know,
can't. I
yeah.
can't do this.
But it was
Yeah, it
it
gets
was
down to
gloomy
the
this
30s.
morning. It was gloomy this morning.
Yeah. It was so gloomy. It was like there's no way it's gonna reach 75 today at all. And
Mhm.
it took us by
Mother
surprise.
Nature said, try me.
Mhm.
Yeah, she was like, "Hey,
I do what I want to do.
welcome." Uh-huh.
Mhm.
I do what I want to do. That's
All
funny.
right. So those are our highs and lows.
Mm-hmm.
What do you ladies have today that you want to talk about?
So I got a funny story.
Hmm.
Yesterday I took the girls out. I do like this every so often. I take them out and we have like a little ladies' lunch, just the three of us. So yesterday we're at lunch and we're talking, and I'm like, do you guys listen to my podcasts? Like, I want to know, and I want to get their input or if they listen. And they're like, no. I was like, wow, so, so quickly. We didn't even think about it. So my younger daughter, she's like, I mean, I tried to listen to it, but it's inappropriate. And
What?
I was like, inappropriate? What's inappropriate?
First of all, you're in
I'm
high
so
school, so let's
confused,
not talk about
right?
inappropriate.
So I'm like, what are we talking about? She's like, so I heard a clip of you saying that, now that we're at this age, you and Mark get your own room. And that is so inappropriate. And then my other daughter's like, wait a minute. It's like going right over her head. And she's like, so then she finally catches her. She's like, wait a minute. Are you guys having sex? I was like,
No, not at all.
No, we're
crying.
not.
I couldn't even talk.
No.
I'm laughing, crying so hard that I couldn't even respond. And they're like, you didn't say no. You didn't say no. Freaking out.
Oh my God.
So that's why you get an extra room. Oh my
Mhm.
God. And I'm like, listen, y'all gonna have to chill. Like, what you want me to
Right.
tell you? And then you said that we busted in the door. Were we interrupting? Like they were dying, dying. And now we have a trip coming up
Oh, they
next
were
week,
like,
Mm.
you
actually.
guys are
And they're
getting,
like, did you get us
you
our
guys are
own
getting a
room?
room.
Did you get us our own room? And I was like, no, at first, but then I realized we do have two different rooms, but it's like an apartment kind of thing.
Hmm.
I'm like, yes and no. We're like in the same. So they're like, oh my God, please. We're gonna be in the same space. I
Uh,
need you guys to think about
They're
this.
gonna come in the room like, what were y'all doing?
right. Right. What are you
I
doing?
think I'm
What are you
purposely gonna
doing?
like pounce on the bed
Bang
just
the
to
bed.
make them.
Right.
Oh my God, that is
Oh
hilarious.
no.
I'm like, what the heck?
That is
These
hilarious.
kids.
They want to know everything, and then when they eat a little
Everything.
something, they panicking.
Hmm.
Right. Right.
It's hilarious.
But
That's
it
I
is
messed their
good to
brain up though.
see, right, that the things that they don't really pay attention to, and then it's like when it is happening, it's like, oh my God.
Like
yeah, yeah.
Oh my God. Like
in
you
my
didn't know
mind, I'm
that?
thinking like they already, not that I'm thinking that
No.
they know we're, doing the
Yeah.
do.
Right.
I just
They
think
just
that
understand.
like, okay, they got their own room. Not that it's a thought, but it's like an unspoken, I don't know. I'm like, you can't
Yes.
be serious. Like you're shocked right now. They are
It's
so done with us right now.
Oh my
mhm,
goodness.
They thought all this time
slightly.
I was doing them a favor, getting them a second room. Nah, I was doing myself the
It was
favor.
all about them. It's a bum. Sorry, ladies. Sorry.
Oh,
Yes.
so
No,
I was watching.
I
No,
have,
you go
oh,
ahead,
you too. Go
Kimmo.
ahead. You go first.
You
You go
sure?
first.
Okay.
Yes.
No, I was gonna say, have you guys been watching Love and Hip Hop? Miami.
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
haven't recently, but I have.
So, Ray J's wife, Princess, right?
Yes.
So she was close friends with Amara, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
And so this season, Ray asked Amada to be in a movie that he was producing or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. It was called the One Wish, like, One Wish, like his
His
song.
song. If I had one wish.
So he was like, yeah,
We will
I
be
want
best
you.
friends.
He was like, I want you to come on and I want you to teach me bachata. And I was like, the scene was just hilarious to me, right? So
The
I was
scene
like,
was hilarious.
so then like he was being mad flirtatious with her. She
Mm-hmm.
looked a little like, like she know him like Ray, calm down, but it was still like, okay.
Doing a little
Yeah.
So
bit much.
So he was like dancing with her, like really like touchy feely or whatever. So when she left, she called Princess and told her, like, look, I just met Ray. He was a little flirtatious with me, right? So I saw nothing wrong with that. But
Mm-hmm.
then Princess comes and she's pissed at Amara. She said, you didn't tell me everything. So Ray lied and told her that, well, no, he did go back to her house, but her mom was there. There was people around. He went back to
Mm-hmm.
her house and he said something like, yeah, he was so close he could smell, like he was down, like he was
Her
so close to her
JJ.
down there,
Yes.
he could smell. So she thought like
I'm
something.
offended that you even said there's a smell,
No, I
but
mean,
keep
I don't think
going.
he meant it in a bad way. I don't think he meant like a like it was
He
like
was
a
trying to
thing.
get her jealous.
Yeah.
Clearly.
So
Yeah.
she was like, she landed up smacking Amada in the face.
Yes.
No.
Yes. In
Yes,
a public setting.
yes.
Yeah.
And so Amada's like, nothing happened, right? She was like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but as my friend, you should have told me ahead of time. I said, but she still called you and told you.
Mm-hmm.
So why are you so mad? So Kim, I know you saw it. What was your like? I want to know because I was interested.
I really, really think they have the most toxic relationship in the
Yes,
world.
yes,
Ray J and
Ray
Princess.
and
yeah.
Princess.
Oh, it's
They
such
always
a
getting divorced,
toxic,
not getting divorced, getting divorced.
always,
Like,
yes. And the way they know how to flick each other's switch
hmm
is
Is
outrageous, but it's so toxic inside. Like my personal opinion, I feel like they're so miserable and unhappy. It's starting to like spew out into all their settings.
yeah,
Because I don't know if you
mm,
watched a little bit further out,
hmm
Marcus and his
yeah.
wife, I forgot
hmm
her name.
Brooke
They tried to
Valentine, yeah.
Brooke Valentine. They try to sit with them and kind of like, hey, let's kind of like do like a little therapy session, and even that went south.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's such a toxic situation
hmm
from both of them,
Yeah.
and but they're going through a divorce. So for me, I was just like, why do you even care this much to smack another woman in the middle
that's
of
what
a
I was
public space?
thinking.
No,
Why
she
do you even
said she
care?
told Amada, "Oh, I could expect that from him because that's what he does. But
Yes.
you're supposed to be my friend." So I was like,
Girl,
"What? That
See,
don't
that
even make
goes
sense."
back to how we spoke
she's
about this on a
angry.
podcast before on like why do women give men like their second chance,
hmm
52 chances, but
hmm
Mm-hmm.
it be your friend and it's like cut off. I mean, I'm
Right.
cutting the friend off too,
hmm
but
Right.
I'm also holding the man at the same
Accountable.
standard
Yeah.
Yep.
because I view clearly, well, supposedly she viewed her in the same, like for a high regard, like you're
Mhm.
that close to me
Yeah.
Right.
in her world.
Mm-hmm.
But for him to lie,
But that's like when that was the Valentine's Day special when we was talking about side chicks.
yes,
Yes.
And that's why I said I would need to hear both sides, right? But in this
hmm
Right. Right.
situation, Ray was just lying. Like he literally was just
Straight
lying.
lying.
the
Yeah,
fact that she
blatant
called
lie.
her to tell her, like, hey, that happened to me a long, long time ago. I was young, um, probably like early 20s, maybe even younger than
Mm,
that, like 19, 20, something like that. And
right.
I had a friend and she was dating somebody like long-term relationship, and then
Mm-hmm.
she kind of ended up getting like they weren't like a side piece kind of thing, but like they were a little flirtatious. But
Right.
this one particular guy was somebody she grew up with, went to school with, and we
Mm,
hung out, and he was like the first time I met him flirting, whatever, whatever. I was flirting back. No, nothing
right.
crazy.
hmm
We became friends. Nothing ever really developed from that for me and him. And then
Right.
because she was like so persistent on pursuing him, even though she had a boyfriend. So I was like,
Mm,
oh, I'm not even
hmm
gonna entertain it.
Yeah.
yep.
So we would hang out. And then one day she went away and he was like, oh, hey, what you doing? You want to go play pool? And I said, sure, why not? Like we were friends like that. Like there was nothing there,
Mm-hmm.
nothing really going on. Tell me why he went and told her that we hung out and we did all these things in the car. We made out, we this, that,
Mm,
there. She came to my house. fake
Mm,
trying to come to my house, like, oh, come outside, but then like runs away. And it's like, I
mm.
we could talk, but you don't want to. And we
Right.
never spoke after that again.
Mhm.
And we were like really close, hang out all the time. And I'm like, why you going so hard for a side piece though?
Right.
Right.
Like
Right.
even if I did do something, which I didn't,
Yeah.
why you going that hard when you got a man?
Mm-hmm.
So I was so
Hmm.
angry and petty Nettie back then. I called her man. I was
Mm.
like, you need to check your girl. All right.
Ah,
She mad at me,
your
but talk
She
to
girl.
this
mad at me, but you need to be mad at her.
Mad at her. Oh no. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's just a hot mess. But it was just like,
Messy.
do you
Messy.
agree? That's all I wanted to know. Like, does somebody agree with Princess? Because it's like
No.
I
I would first of
on
all,
the
why you
show
hitting
though,
somebody?
on the show.
some people did, and
I
it was just
know.
like, y'all don't even know what you're talking about. And then if you see, like now they're labeling her as like a home wrecker, like
Yeah,
or a
they
whore, or
made
trying to
like
take like
t-shirts like,
yes,
oh,
yes,
Amada, husband stealer, but that's another
yep,
situation because she has kids with the guy
With
from
somebody that's
DR.
married.
But now she wants to
right,
have, she told him
another
she
child,
wants to have
I saw that clip.
his, like, can I get your sperm in a cup? Stuff like
right.
that. But he's
That
like,
to me is wild though.
yes, that's to me as well too.
That hurts my heart for her
Hmm.
because it's like you want this person so bad that you're willing to just stay in the dark
Hmm.
for him while he lives his life and does what he could tell you whatever he want to tell you, but clearly he's still with this woman
No,
and
but
you just want to have
he
his
said,
baby.
in this week, he was like, oh, I told my wife she doesn't agree, but I'm gonna do what I want to do. So I'm like, so
Oh,
this
your
wife
wife
just
what?
knows that you're on this show sleeping with this person, that person, and that person, and she's just in DR just chilling. Like, I
But
don't.
I feel like the thing with the kids for her is not really a relationship.
Mm,
Like, does she still have feelings for him? Yes. Is she still in love with him as we saw? Yes.
mhm,
But was she coming to him asking him for his sperm in a sense of having a relationship? No. And she
mhm,
made that very clear.
yeah.
And I feel like the reason why I feel bad for her in that aspect is because she has to set this tone because they've already labeled her. So now she has to set this tone for herself where even if she could find happiness with another man who could father her child with her properly, she's willing to give that up to save face and make it that she has children with just one man.
Mhm,
Does that make sense?
Mm,
I hope it makes
yes,
sense.
it does.
mhm,
That's the part in the whole situation for
yeah,
me that makes me feel bad for her.
yeah.
That she would give up her happiness just to save face because they've already labeled her a whore, homewrecker, so forth and so on.
But I think that also goes back to like her growing up with her father not being around.
Right,
Right. She has daddy issues, big
Yeah.
time. Yes.
right. And you
Yes.
see
So,
that a lot, where
yeah.
they
A lot.
in
Mm-hmm.
DR and other countries, not
Mm-hmm.
just DR, but like if they had, their dad is back home or
Mm-hmm.
dad is in America working and
Mm-hmm.
they're home and sending their money while they work to try to get them over. You
Mm-hmm.
see them
Right.
starting like new families out here and be like, nah, my wife is,
Right.
we not
Yeah.
together. I just
Yeah.
take care of the home and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that,
That's
which is
crazy though.
crazy
It is
talk.
very crazy. It
Yeah,
is
no,
very
no.
crazy.
I feel that just makes me sad because it's like as much as you want to say like I just want your sperm, I just want to have your kid, we don't have to have a relationship. Bearing
Mm,
a child brings so much like emotion to
yeah.
you and you already thinking of making a home a broken home
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
at the
That
end of
part.
the day.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're good with doing that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's
And
we're not thinking
it
about the children.
at all. And then that also we were having a conversation too about like childhood traumas and like a
Mm-hmm.
lot of the ways we conduct our lives as adults, we don't really
Mm-hmm.
recognize that it all falls into the childhood trauma. Like we all
Thousand
have some
percent.
type of childhood trauma we carry and we make certain choices and decisions based upon that. And it's not until you really dig deep that you're like, wow, this is why this is playing out as it is. This is the reason why I made these decisions. So it's crazy. It's
Yeah.
like a
It
vicious
is.
cycle.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yes. That's
Yeah, so
Tracy.
that was something I wanted to ask y'all about the Princess and the Matter, but it also falls into,
Yep.
Mm.
other
So
things.
that
I've been
leads
watching
me
them a lot.
Hmm.
really
This
loving hip
hip
hop and
hop
all
stuff.
that.
Yeah. Have you also watched Atlanta?
Hmm.
It's crazy on Atlanta too. Like it's great. Even just the friendships. I think for me,
Yeah.
watching all of these, the way the friendships are starting to crumble is kind of like, whoa. Because it's like,
Were they really friends?
yeah,
No.
A, were you really friends? But B, like the amount of drama that goes on behind the scenes that we don't know, it's like, holy
Hmm.
crap, there's a
Or do you
lot
think they're
going
doing this for
on.
TV?
No,
That's the scary part. I
I
would
don't
hope you're
think so.
not because it's so it's really serious situations. Like
Okay.
Yeah.
really serious situations, like down to Mendices and Yandy, then the Kirk Frost and Rashidas of the world, then Bambi and
Kirk Frost been
Scrappy,
doing
like
this for years.
Hmm.
crazy, crazy. Yeah, I've been
But I don't
watching and
think
I'm
I
like, oh
still
my
don't like I
God.
think he had his situation, but I think now I think he knows like you can't hide like I mean, you can't
Right.
be in these streets like
Girl, when I used to
Mm-mm.
watch Living Hip Hop, he was having threesomes on
no,
Loving
yeah,
Hip
He
but I
was,
Hop.
think
Like
now
yeah,
he been doing his
I don't
dirt.
think he's doing anything
He
now.
retired. He's tired.
yeah, he
He
retired.
can't.
So I think
He
now
put up
that's
his
why they
belt.
passing it to Mendici and Yandy's like,
Yeah, right.
um,
So we
Oh,
believe that Mendices is like outside.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't want no smoke, loving hip hop Atlanta,
I don't
Yandy. No
know.
smoke at all.
I
But
just
yeah, I don't know. The last story didn't make no sense. And Kim brought that up on one
mhm,
of our podcasts. Like the last story that happened with the whole, oh, but it was me in your DM. Like,
yeah.
girl, the way you explain the story, talking about, oh, she looks like a Robin. How some girl just looks like a name and you randomly put her name in
Mhm.
Instagram and you find her. To me, it was a little sus. I'm just
Hey
saying.
Robin, how
I'm
you
just saying.
doing, girl?
Hey Robin, what's up, girl? How you doing, girl? What's up? So that was kind of sus to me.
No,
And the
and then
way she broke down,
I saw something somewhere else. I think it was like, oh, it was a girl that took a picture with him. Like it was a random girl.
yes,
And
yes.
then they was in the comments like, that's Yandy taking the picture.
Yeah, yeah, I was dying at the comments.
I can't.
Like,
I
uh-oh,
can't.
look at Andy. Yes, I was dying.
No, I don't, hey, look,
Crazy.
I don't know. His previous uh children's mothers always said something when it came to Yandy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he really
Right.
didn't want her. So I'm like, he's been with her all these years. I would hope he's not. Like, she's literally the
Yeah,
total package. She looks
right.
good. She's very successful. She's a business owner. She has it
Mm-hmm.
all. So I
Great
She stood by
mom.
him
hope,
while he was
Yes,
in jail,
right.
absolutely.
So
Entrepreneur.
I wouldn't
held it down for him and his
literally.
kids that are
Hmm.
not
Mm-hmm.
hers,
Yeah,
Hers,
so
right.
you know?
I would
So,
hope not, but that's
Hoping
none
and
of our business.
praying.
But anyways.
Not our business though. So I had a question. I was having a conversation because we know it's like prom season, it's the season of love. It seems like every other person is either getting engaged or getting pregnant, one or the other. God bless everybody. So I was speaking with someone, and so you two ladies are married. I've been married before. Did you two ladies have any part in designing your ring, picking your ring, putting this pressure on your fiancés or boyfriends at the time? Did you want to build your ring because you didn't trust that he could do it? Like, did you have any input on it, or were you both like, I just want the surprise? Like, are you the surprise person, or are you the like type A person who needs to make sure everything is the way you like it, although it's a gift and a surprise from him?
you want to
Um,
go first, Kim?
I no, I had two rings, right?
Okay.
So
Damn.
so the first one well actually I saw both of them. And
Hmm.
so
You
he
saw both of
landed
them before getting them?
yeah, I went somewhere and I was like, "Oh, I like this ring." And then he was like,
Okay.
"Okay." And then I was just surprised of when I got it.
Okay.
Okay. So
But
you
I knew
picked yours.
yeah, I picked it,
So
yeah.
you went, did you go together?
Hmm.
No, me and my mom was in the mall one day and we passed by and we saw it. And then
Okay.
I told him, and then me and him went back and I showed it to him and he was like, "Are you
Hmm.
sure?" And then I was like, "Yeah." And then he came back and got it. So I didn't
Okay.
know
Okay.
when I was gonna get it.
Let's
Okay.
say you showed it to him, but he still in his heart was set on something else that he thought he knew you would like, right? Let's say you just showed it to him and like,
Hmm.
okay, you like this one, but for him it was like, no, this one resonates more with me. Would you have been upset if he
No,
didn't get the one you chose? Okay.
no, because
Okay.
I just happened to be in the mall and I saw it, and then I was just like,
Okay.
"Oh, then that's a really nice ring." And then it went like
Right.
that. But if he would have came with me with
Perfect.
something else, I would have been like, "Okay."
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. And the surprise, you got the surprise, you didn't plan the time, nothing. It was just okay, perfect. Okay.
Hmm.
I personally didn't want anything to do with it at all. I didn't want to pick it. I didn't want to
Mm,
go shopping. I didn't want to know a thing. I
Hmm.
like the surprise factor. Um, I feel like I want you to just think about it. You want to get married
mm-hmm.
to me? If that was your intention, then you go buy the ring, you figure it out, you do the whole to do. I don't want any inkling of me pushing you to do that
Hmm.
in my
Right.
the way I think of it. And even down to purchasing my ring, I don't want
Mm,
like me, I don't mind sending like, oh, that looks nice or that, but I didn't even
right.
do that honestly.
Hmm.
But I wouldn't I didn't want anything to do with it. I didn't want to go
Okay.
shopping or plan or any of that. I feel like that would be too much pressure. I'm also very indecisive.
Mm.
So I will be like 30 rings in. I want five, seven, nine.
Right, right. That's how I feel like I would be.
You
I can't
know, so you
choose.
you
Right.
handle that stress. I don't need
Take
it.
care of
Figure
it.
it out.
Right.
And
Right.
he did a good job. I feel like if you know me, um, you know what I want. You know what
Hmm.
Right.
I like,
That's
what I
how I
don't
feel.
like.
Yeah, I want the surprise and everything. I don't want to know nothing. I don't want to
Yeah.
know nothing. I don't want to give you ideas. I don't know. I feel like it takes the fun out of it. And it also takes
Mhm.
out the aspect of like, let me see if you do really know me,
Hmm.
right?
Mhm.
Just the littlest of things. You could even make like one of the diamonds my favorite color, and it's like
Mhm.
you blew my mind. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like
Hmm.
just that intimate part of it. I feel like if you're so involved in it, it takes away that intimate part of giving him, like wow, he's ready, he's willing, he's able. Like go do it and
Hmm.
surprise me with everything: the ring, the time, place, the whole to do.
Yes, I like that. I like that
Yeah,
idea.
yeah.
I know. How do you feel about like let's say you didn't like your ring, right? You got a ring and you didn't like it. What would you do? Would you say something? Would you fake it? Would you be like, "Oh my God, it's great," and just deal with it? What would you do?
I would
Or
deal
would
with it.
you would deal with it?
Forever.
Yeah, I would deal with it. No,
You
you
said
you have
forever.
you have like the 5 to 7 year mark where it's like, okay, like it's time for upgrade, babe.
Right.
Upgrade
So you would never
time.
give a hint as to you didn't like it.
No, and it's so crazy. I'll make it short, but with my ex-husband, I not that I didn't not that I didn't like the ring, but it just wasn't what I had in my mind, right? It was nothing, no disrespect, no nothing, not to say he did spend enough, not none of that. It's just not anything I ever saw that I wanted, but I loved the ring, and it was a very beautiful sentimental ring, whatever. But we went to his mom's house maybe like a week after we got engaged, and we were talking, and it was like she's like, oh, can I see the ring? And I'm like, yeah, showed her the ring. And she asked me something, and I was just like, yeah, he did it all on his own. And she goes, yeah, at least be appreciative. He did a good job. I was like, whoa, I wasn't saying anything wrong. I guess it must have came off in my face. I don't know
Your
what happened,
energy
but it
was
was just
showing
like,
it.
yeah. And it was just like, well, he did a great job. Like, be appreciative. And I was like, ooh, I'm very appreciative. And I like said that, like, I'm very appreciative. Like, I was just saying, like, he did it on his own. That was all.
Hmm.
Like, he did a good job. He did it on his
Like that's
own.
a
But
congratulation. That's a nice
yeah,
thing. Yeah.
yes, yes, yes. And I'm like, okay, maybe a little, because honestly, I
Maybe
didn't
it was written on your
dislike it.
face.
I guess so, but it just, I had no complaints. I was like, it's just not anything I would have seen myself. Like, if I had to be asked, I wouldn't have asked for that. But I was appreciative. I really was.
Okay. Well, how would you deal, Kim? Would you say something or would you just
Why? Because that's what you're gonna stay
The
with him forever.
smile, the
Yes.
smile. All right,
She's
the
like, girl, I'm
smile.
talking.
I think I think I probably wait like a year or so. Maybe I'll
Day
try.
Okay.
366.
Yeah. Like, oh, let's go look. Oh, this ring is really nice. So now what
She's
happens?
she
What
starts
happens?
sending pictures on
Right,
360. Here you go.
What happens
right,
if the ring is like real, the diamond is like small?
right.
Listen, some people can't afford, and they have to get
Yes.
little, it is what it is, right? Like,
But you,
Mhm.
okay, let's say you know your significant other's pockets, right? You
Okay.
know this
mm,
ring, you know this diamond size,
mm-hmm.
you
Right,
know a range that it could cost. Do you say
right.
Yes.
something like, "Can we add diamonds to this?"
I don't think I would say, I would not say anything. I would
I
just
wouldn't.
like keep
I
the
wouldn't
ring,
either.
even if
Yeah,
it's whatever it was,
yeah,
small,
yeah.
ugly, all the things. I'm gonna shh
Or you
and
could
keep it.
just, when you go pick out your band, like let's say he got you the ring with no band, then you can do, oh, I like
Oh,
this one.
I'm getting
Yeah.
two bands to make up for the
Oh,
little.
me too.
So,
Yes, yeah. The
right, I
extenders. I
would
love a
do,
good extender. Me
right, I
too.
would get two bands, or I would do him justice by the band. Like,
Yeah.
now you're gonna spend the money that you didn't spend
Yeah.
on this band.
Right. But I
But
too, this came up on the news. It was a couple weeks ago, and it was just like they surveyed women to see like what they expected their spouse to spend on a ring. The number one answer, selfish women out there, no disrespect, but disrespectfully, they all were like, I think it was like a third of their salary. Like,
that's
what?
actually like if you
Oh,
Google, they say that's what you should spend on a ring, which I think I
I
don't agree with that.
I don't either. I don't either. I think it's the thought that counts. Like
Hmm.
they have to, it's crazy, right? How this has even become a thing where the man is responsible for that. Not
Hmm.
saying that, I would want to change it, but making the man responsible for that, but then putting so much pressure on it has to come with a price tag. Like, I don't know. I just for
I
me
feel
it
like
just
that
wasn't that
also
important.
um is a reason why maybe a lot of men don't
Marriage is
propose because they
I
are
100% are
like,
with
oh,
you on that.
I don't want to get her the wrong ring. I don't
Yes.
want to not spend enough. I don't have enough,
Right.
because now you get a ring, now you got to plan a wedding, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to plan
Essentially.
a wedding.
So,
And it's like, let me buy her the ring or should I get us the BMW? Which one? Like, come
right.
on,
It
come
it
on.
depends on
Yeah.
what you want. Yeah, I want the surprise. I want
Yeah. I take
I
the
like
surprise and I take whatever
surprises.
you give me. Just whatever you give
Yeah.
me, I'll take it. Okay. It's the
I'm gonna
thought that
be
counts.
appreciative. And I'm not telling you that. I know of a story that someone had their ring changed, like completely changed the whole ring.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That is so offensive. So offensive.
And they were like, I gotta live with it. I gotta wear it every day. I gotta like it.
That's crazy.
Your face.
Okay. Okay.
That's
And
crazy.
but you know
Mm.
what? They together, that's how
I
they
mean, if he
work.
has
It
no
And
works.
problem with it, then hey,
Right. Yeah.
some men like that. And it's just, I personally couldn't just hurt your feelings. Like, you took time, you were so
Yeah.
excited to give this to me because you
Yes.
worked hard on picking it. I couldn't hurt your feeling. And I love my ring. I'm not saying it because I don't like, I love my ring. He did a
Right.
great job.
Right.
But
Right.
if he didn't, I still would be like, I love it, just because it's
Yeah.
the thought that counts for me.
hmm
100% same.
Yeah, no. Some
it's
people even plan their engagement.
no, that's too
I
much.
think that's so much.
That's too
It's
much.
so much. Yeah, I can't. It's just too much. It
Do you think
takes
it's
away
all
from it
for
all.
like social media to be like, so they could get the right picture? I gotta have the right nails, the right outfit, the perfect pose, the
Hmm.
all the
I
things.
always,
But
I always think it's to satisfy someone else.
that's
Mm-hmm.
why it's if you have good friends, you be like, look, make sure that
Right.
day I look good,
Yes.
all
Yes.
this stuff. Like with my friend, when she got engaged, I made up a lie like, hey, we going out, we going to this
Mm-hmm.
party. So make sure you look good. She was
Right.
upstairs getting dressed, didn't know anything that was happening downstairs. Literally, it was a barbecue, but her whole family was there and she didn't know what was going on. And it was like
Wow.
her perfect engagement and she loved it
Mm,
and everything turned out right.
right. Yeah, you gotta have a good set of friends. We'll come back full circle. Good friends
Mhm.
are important.
1000%. They always
Yes.
keep it together.
Yep.
Um, yeah.
But that's craziness. Planning.
Hmm.
Planning
So are
your
we
own.
planning something, Kim? Like, are we throwing it?
No.
You want us
But
to
don't
throw
worry,
hints?
boo. Don't worry. I'm not judgmental at all. Just make it a good surprise and call these two, okay?
Yes, yes. I got your back. I got your back.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Um, so when this airs, it will be Easter Sunday coming up.
Mm,
Ooh.
So how, I mean, I know for me growing up, Easter, I would have like the dress, go to church. Then we
You
would go to
remember them fluffy dresses and them frilly socks and the
frilly
white
socks, the
Easter
white
shoes?
shoes.
Yes.
Ooh, and the
Um,
hat,
oh
girl.
my goodness.
Girl.
The bows in the hair.
Big
And
bows
you,
or a big
my mother
hat.
used to do the same curl
Me too. I used to have
hairstyle.
curls.
Put the
Hmm.
pony to the side with the curls right here.
Yep. Oh my
Hmm.
God.
So, yes, I was gonna say, what is it like growing up? But you guys just said it. It was
I'm
a
We
sorry.
lot, right?
all we are all
Wait,
in
so
it.
did you
Yes.
You
guys
brought
do
us
that
back
with your
here.
kids?
Yes.
No.
You go
I did
first.
for I maybe did like maybe a year or two, but my kids are just not so girly like that. Nyla, the oldest, yes. The other two, no. So it was like I got to enjoy it with my first child, and we used to, the whole like us, but she was more of like a modern chick. So it was
Hmm.
like, whatever the style was for her, I couldn't get
Hmm.
her in a dress all the time. So I would have to like, of course, do the shopping thing. She always had an Easter basket. We did an Easter egg hunt, the whole to do. But the other two, they could care less, cared less. So it was either
That's fine.
pajamas or a comfortable outfit because for them, and they have boy cousins, is being outside, running ragged,
Hmm.
outside, Easter egg hunting, and just spending time with their cousins.
Yes.
I think that's
I
fun.
Mm-hmm.
did
Easter egg
dresses.
hunts, yeah.
The Easter egg
Mm-hmm.
hunt is the best.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I did I did for the girls. I did dresses for them every year and they had like the little, but I forget what age they kind of got out of that. I got to do a good little run with them.
Mm-hmm.
But now, girl, I get no
Yeah,
say
now I don't
so.
get it at all. Nope,
No.
me
Do you
either. For
get them
none
like
of them.
the chocolates and stuff like the
Mm-hmm. I'll do a whole
Yeah.
Easter basket.
Yes.
yeah,
I
we
used to do Easter baskets, like whole big to do. Now it might
Mm-hmm.
be just like a little gift.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then for my husband's family does a Easter egg hunt.
Nice.
They do they celebrate Easter and it is so fun. It's so nice. Everyone gets together
That's
and
good.
they they do it every year, these same set of cousins, and they do an amazing job. They do
Nice.
Easter egg hunt for the kids and then they started doing egg hunts for the adults.
Oh, that's cool.
Ooh.
So they do the kids first, and then they do the adults, and they have like liquor bottles hidden everywhere,
That's
wine
so
bottles.
cool.
Ooh.
They
That
have, then
is
they do like
cool.
you put money, you give like a couple of dollars, and then they
Hmm.
hide
Mm.
all the money. It could be like over $100, whatever it is.
Wow.
They hide that. Somebody got to find that egg. And then they have like little eggs with like nips, money, candy for
That's
the
cool.
adults. So it's fun for
That's really cool.
everybody. And it's
That's
cool.
such
I
a good
think it's a
idea.
great, it is.
Yeah.
So they do it every
Mm.
year. So looking forward to it.
That's
Um,
awesome.
Me and my parents and my husband, we go out to eat. And then we always give each other like the Easter chocolates, the Easter bunny
Mm.
chocolates, or like whatever
Right.
chocolate that they like. And we do that. My dad's big on like holidays, so
Mm.
we always make sure we get him one because he likes to
Right.
receive some.
He
Right.
need his
Right.
Easter bunny.
Yeah, I mean I think he just likes, the holidays. So
Mm,
Yes.
receiving something, so we always give him I always get him his own little chocolate or like the little um chocolate, like the egg,
Almonds.
like they like
Yeah.
little eggs
Hmm.
but like chocolate. Or I like the jelly beans. So
You like
Mm,
jelly beans? I'm not a jelly bean
certain
girl.
ones, not all flavors.
yeah, I'm not a jelly beans. I'll do them Reese's Easter eggs. Those I love those. Those are my favorite.
I'm not a
Yeah.
big candy girl, so it's like,
Reese's peanut butter cup.
She's
Mm.
thinking about it right now.
Mm-mm-mm. I am.
Y'all ready to go pick up or order.
I have some in my fridge.
She
My
ready.
kids find it. That's it. It's over.
Yeah, so yeah, so
Yes.
Easter's this weekend.
Yes.
So I'm Catholic, so we did the whole Lent thing. I really tried to stay with no, I forgot what I said I was gonna have. No soda. I tried. I did in the beginning. And then you're not supposed to eat meat on Fridays.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was like
You been
two,
eating meat? Was
it was
that your
like
look?
two weeks. I was like,
Me.
sorry.
Yes.
Right. I will
I
So
say I haven't been following that fish thing on Fridays, but I don't eat meat.
I
But I
was
haven't
gonna
been
say,
eating fish either. So yeah,
but
I
you're
haven't been
okay
following
because you
it.
don't eat meat.
yeah,
I'm
you're
okay because
That's
I don't eat the
technically
meat.
the rule.
yeah,
Did I
that's
eat chicken? I don't know.
My mother
Poultry,
does it
right?
Wednesdays and
no,
Fridays.
yes.
Mm.
Her mom is
My
like
grandmother
on
used to.
point, on
Yep.
point.
Wednesday and Friday, and she takes
Yeah.
it very serious.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I am not the greatest at that.
Mm-mm,
I
me either.
forget. I said that I was not gonna curse. That went out the window.
Mm-mm.
Probably in the same sentence I said it.
Okay.
And the thing is, every time I like if I'm at work, sometimes it'd be the
It
what
just
the fuck
comes out.
moment, like every
Yep.
time. And I'm like, you're not supposed to say that.
They have that swear jar thing. Have you seen it? As many times as you
I
swear,
need
like put a
that.
dollar in it, you'd be rich. Me too. That's what I say. I
Yes,
should do that.
yes.
Every time I say something like, all right, I gotta pay the
Cha-ching.
piggy jar. Yep.
We should try that. Maybe then it'll work.
Yeah. Maybe we'll stop so we're not giving up money for cursing.
Yes, yes,
So
Yeah.
exactly.
yeah, so Easter's gonna be fun. I like to go out with
Yep.
go to dinner and stuff like that. So I'm
How do
excited.
you feel about Easter being on 420?
It is? I didn't even realize.
Yes.
Yes.
I didn't realize the 20th. Oh wow.
It is
They gonna make
420
they
and
gonna make money.
money. But I'm like, Lord, we cannot mess around on that day. But it's like coming from the earth.
Mother
Because
Earth.
Mother Earth, Lord, you gave us these plans. No, God forgive
Ah, it's so funny.
me. It
You
is.
Yes.
know, this was good, ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nice little chat. It was so good. Good to
Yes.
chat.
Little chit
Um,
chat catching up.
so I have
Mm-hmm.
a quote for today.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Wonderful.
it is keep your face always towards the sunshine and the shadows will fall behind you. And that's by
Mm.
Walt Whitman.
Ooh, okay.
Oh,
Like it.
that's a good little one. Yes.
I
Yes.
like the sunshine. We want to thank you guys for watching. You can like, share, and subscribe on our YouTube channel. Please catch up to all our shows if you have not. Um, if you would like to send us a DM, let us know what you think, feel, anything you want to talk about. You can send it to our social media at the Calm Before the Storm podcast.
Mhm.
And that's on all social media platforms. And if you'd like to send us an email letting us know what you think or anything you want us to talk about, you can send us an email at the calm before the storm at gmail.com. And thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching. We'll see y'all next
Yes.
time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.